This is literally just degeneracy. Okay, now here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, a snow leopard versus a chimpanzee. Now, they say a chimpanzee would be one of the worst animals to be locked up with, right? Because a chimpanzee goes for the genitals and all that. I think the chimpanzee is kicking the shit out of this fucking snow leopard, man. There's not a chance in hell this thing is losing to that. No, the chimpanzee, he definitely wins. Okay, a leopard seal. Holy shit, that thing is brutal looking. Or a sloth bear. Now, this is very interesting because what you may not know about a sloth bear is that a sloth bear is essentially a prey with the equipment of a predator. Right? Like, they gotta fight fucking tigers and shit. So, this thing looks dangerous, but a sloth bear, that thing is fucking ready to fight and ready to pounce. I think the sloth bear would kick this thing's ass. Like, I think the sloth bear could get the upper hand on this thing. We got a leopard versus an orangutan. Okay, I don't know much about orangutans, but like, look at that thing. It kind of, like, compared to the leopard, it looks pathetic. Like, now, I'm not saying this thing wouldn't kick my ass. Like, I would not fucking want to go near that thing if it's angry. I'm gonna think the leopard would climb up a tree very quickly and jump down quicker than the orangutan. I could probably be very wrong, but that's what I'm gonna go with. The leopard. Human versus a wild boar. Okay, well, that very much depends on the human. Like, this guy, the Liver King, he uses steroids, and, you know, if anybody using steroids is gonna be stronger than the average person because it's all fucking fake bullshit that pumps you up, right? So, at least I heard he uses steroids. I hope I got that correct. Fuck, if I just said he uses steroids without... fuck, whatever. Wild boar. Like, me versus a wild boar, I'm fucked. Right? But if we're going solely based off these pictures alone, I think he would kick this thing's ass. Like, I think he'd stomp it. To be honest. Oh, that slab of liver is so gross. Holy shit. Bighorn ram versus a hippopotamus. These things are quick, and their fucking jaws are like... That thing is smoking the bighorn ram. Like, it's basically a tank walking, man. This thing stands no chance. Most things are probably not going to beat the hippopotamus. Now, a puma versus a cheetah. Aren't cheetahs kind of like the laughing stock of, like, the fucking cat kingdom or whatever in, like, the jungle? Like, they're kind of, like, goofy. They're slower. Yeah, I'm sorry. The cheetah's fucked. The puma is definitely winning this one. A porcupine versus a seawater crocodile. Yeah, man, you might as well just surrender now, buddy. Like, your cute little face is done. Even with those quills, there's no way in hell you're beating a crocodile. Okay, cassowary versus a dog. Now, a large bird can be very dangerous, but first of all, look at this motherfucker. Like, this thing works out. This thing has a six-pack. I think this dog could take that bird. I really do. Yeah, that dog's kicking that bird's ass. Hold a snake. Now this is interesting. A kangaroo versus an anaconda. Like, a kangaroo is jacked for real, and their fucking punch. Okay, forget about the punch. Did you know their bite force is stronger than a bear's? I can't give you the exact numbers, but look it up. It's true. An anaconda, now wrapping this thing around its neck maybe, but I feel like the fucking kangaroo would just grab the anaconda by the neck and the fucking end of the tail and just fucking use it as a jump rope until it snaps in half. Yeah, I'm going with the kangaroo in this thing. Like, imagine this thing walking up to you, just fucking crawl on the ground now. Like, it's over, son. Mandrill versus a honey badger. Honey badgers are pretty vicious, but I don't think the mandrill is losing to that. Like, those claws will get a good couple swipes in, but I feel like this thing would just rip it apart. He looks confident that he'd win that fight. Now, a harpy eagle versus a hyena. The eagle, I imagine, could just fly down, because hyenas aren't that big, right? It could probably get the upper hand on the hyena. I'm going to go with the harpy eagle, just because it can fly, and it has probably huge talons. Now, a Komodo dragon versus a suburban tiger. This is interesting, because the Komodo dragon is kind of like got a shield over here, right? It's got a little bit of armor. But a suburban tiger, like, they're fierce predators. Though this thing, I believe Komodo dragons can inflict venom upon their prey. So I think if the Komodo dragon can just survive long enough for the poison to kick in, the Komodo dragon could win the fight. It'd be a close battle for sure. Like the Siberian tiger. Did I say suburban tiger at some point? I'm pretty sure I did. But the Siberian tiger, it seems it has definitely the advantage. It's definitely, the odds are in its favor, I believe. But just maybe the Komodo dragon takes it. And you know what? That's a bet I am willing to take right now. Now, black bear versus a horse. Now that's interesting because a horse can be very dangerous. I don't know, man. The horse has a speed advantage, but is the horse stronger than a bear? I don't think so. See, like, if the horse gets a kick in, it could definitely hurt the bear. But one swipe from the bear, that horse is done. Yeah, I'm going with the bear. Oh, God. A musk ox versus a giant panda. Now, a panda, like, they're kind of lazy, right? But they're still bears. They're still bears. And they can do a lot of damage. But those horns could definitely do some damage, too. This would be a close fight. You know what? I'm going to go with the musk ox, though, because I just feel like it looks so much angrier, and I just wouldn't trust it. I just wouldn't trust it to be gentle at all under any capacity. Like, that thing looks like it's constantly on the move. Oh my God. A warthog, those things are real? Holy shit. Versus, of course they're real, but like just seeing it, it's like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't think I've ever actually seen a picture of a warthog. Wow. That is some, man. And a bull. The bull is bigger than the warthog. Now, the warthog could go underneath the bull and swipe up with its fucking horns. So, I mean, despite the size difference, I think the warthog could take the bull. Plus, bulls have like those fucking dangling nuts, man. Imagine just poking his tusk into that nut. Oh, man, that bull's dead. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with the underdog again here, the warthog. I think like he looks like he came ready to play. You know, he knows that he's not the biggest guy here, but look at him. He looks confident. A walrus versus a polar bear. Now, a polar bear, like they always say, like when you see a polar bear, he's been following you for hours already. Like he knew you were there before you knew he was there for a long fucking time. And I don't think a walrus, despite its size and fucking tusks, is taking out a polar bear. Like this thing is probably pretty slow in comparison to the polar bear. I'm gonna go, the polar bear I think definitely has this. That walrus is getting plowed. And it's the same for this dog. Like, I'm sorry, dog. You're not, no, come on, man. You could, I know you feel tough, but like this thing just knows. Like he's not even trying to look tough because he just is like, you're fucked. Because you are. Now the Komodo dragon versus the hippopotamus. So again, the Komodo dragon has the venom, but just like itself, the hippopotamus is just a giant tank. I think you're fucked, bud. Just saying. The human versus the chimpanzee. I don't even think with these steroids, he's beating up a chimpanzee. I don't know, man. Like, this thing, I think I'm going with the chimpanzee here. I'm going with the chimpanzee, even if he was to fight the Liver King. Now, the warthog versus the puma. The puma could probably get a speed advantage, but again, those tusks could be very dangerous, right? Like imagine the puma swiping at the warthog, and then the warthog just fucking, right, hits him right in the paw. That could fucking suck. This is a good one. I think, you know what? It's weird because it's like, it looks so funny. I love him. Like, I love it. I actually think it's cute. Like, it's ugly, but it's cute at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, look at his little eyes. It's actually, I don't know, like, I know he'd probably rip me to shreds, but, like, I just have this urge to, like, trust it and pet it. Like, if I saw that thing coming towards me, I'd want to fucking, like, you know, get it to come over to me so I could pet it. Like, it's just, something about it's kind of cute. So I'm going with my man, the warthog here. I have hope for the warthog. The musk ox versus the sloth bear. Again, the horns could be dangerous, but I think the sloth bear, again, with it being on the defensive all the time, with the fucking just utilities it has to do damage, is winning. Now, black bear versus a mandrill. See, the thing is, like, if this thing could get on the black bear's back, maybe it could fucking, like, you know. But the black bear has claws, right? So it's one swipe, and the mandrill's done. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the black bear on this one again. Like, I just can't see I can't see it, man. Now, a leopard versus a saltwater crocodile. I've seen videos of like alligators and shit going for like tigers and leopards and shit. I'm pretty sure I've seen like them going up for big animals. But obviously, an alligator is bigger and stronger than a crocodile, though. So I think the fucking leopard's not winning this though, because like, even then, like a swipe of the claw, it's not gonna be easy to penetrate through this, because it's not like a soft body with fur. It's a hard reptile. See, I'm gonna go with the crocodile in this one. I think just. Yeah, that's gonna kick some ass. Now, the fucking harpy eagle versus the kangaroo. I even think with these big fucking talons, I don't think there's any way this thing is like. Okay, let's not say that. Like now, those talons could be deadly. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with, like, the birds definitely have a flight advantage for sure, but this thing, especially this fucking thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going with the kangaroo. I think that is one animal I would never want to fight. Now, the warthog versus the chimpanzee. This is where I'm conflicted because, you know, I want to root for the warthog, but I really don't think a warthog could beat down a chimpanzee. Like, it could get lucky, for sure, and injure him, hopefully, to let him bleed out with the husks, but I don't think he's beating the chimpanzee, to be honest. Like, chimpanzees are just so vicious. But, like, look at his cute little fucking face. Like, I don't know why he's so fucking cute to me. Like, he really is genuinely cute to me. Like, he almost looks like he's kind of smiling. Like, look at him. Like, the way it's curved. He's kind of smiling. I don't know. Like, it's like, so precious looking. Like, I actually love it. Like, oh my god. Like, this picture. This is, like, such the perfect picture. Too, like, he could have used any other picture and I would have been like, oh god, but he chose a picture of one that's actually like just super cute. Like, I want this thing as a pet. Like, it's adorable, but unfortunately I don't think it's beating the chimpanzee, man. Like, look at him, just him sitting there too, like, just like a boss. Like you don't even want to approach him. He's like a mafia boss just waiting. Now, a sloth bear versus a saltwater crocodile. The crocodile definitely could do some damage, like that fucking whip of the tail and all that, the jaws, but the sloth bear, I don't know, man. I don't know if a sloth bear can beat the crocodile. Like, this thing would definitely be dangerous and could hold its own, but I think just the sheer power of its jaws would be too much for this thing to handle. And like, one whack of this thing's tail, honestly, is knocking him out. Like, I think I'm gonna have to give it to the croc. Now, the kangaroo versus the black bear is an interesting matchup because I don't know. I think the kangaroo could beat the black bear. Like, now, if this was like a grizzly bear or something, that'd be a different story. But a black bear is smaller than some of the other bears out there, right? Like, I think a brown bear might be smaller, but like, or maybe is a brown bear smaller than a black bear? I don't know, but I don't think a black bear is beating a kangaroo. I'm going to go with the kangaroo on this one. Now, a hippopotamus versus a polar bear is an interesting matchup. You got the polar bear, which would sense this thing for miles, so it definitely has the upper hand. They're very vicious and tough. But the hippopotamus, again, is like a tank, and that jaw could open up, slam down on the polar bear's head. You know something, man. I think the hippopotamus might be able to beat the polar bear. Like, it'd be a tough battle, for sure. But I think through sheer strength and just force alone, I think the hippopotamus might be able to take it if he gets the upper hand. Because again, these things are huge, but they're fast. Like, it's not like a slow animal. Like, it's not like the polar bear is gonna be able to just fucking circle around this thing and just attack him. This thing could definitely go toe-to-toe with the polar bear, and I think he could piece him up. So I'm going to go with the hippopotamus here. All right. Now, this is an interesting matchup. The chimpanzee versus the saltwater crocodile. The crocodile definitely could do a lot of damage, but a chimpanzee, again, its viciousness alone. I don't know, man. Like, could it pummel a crocodile to death? Maybe. Just maybe, but at the same time, I think a crocodile, again, a snap of the jaw, a whack of the tail, could do a lot of damage to the chimpanzee. You know, man, I'm gonna go with the croc, okay? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go with the croc. Kangaroo versus the hippopotamus. Now this is interesting because, ooh, fuck. I might give this to the hippopotamus. Like, a kangaroo could stand a chance, but again, like, this thing, man, now this is a matchup. Jesus Christ, man. You know what? I'm gonna go with the hippopotamus. Pretty confident with that. And that gives us to our final animals, the hippopotamus versus saltwater crocodile. Crocodiles come far, but I don't think the hippopotamus is losing this fight. I think genuinely this thing is gonna defeat the crocodile. It's just, it has basically, besides the tail whip, it has everything that the fucking croc has. Strength, speed, and jaws. So yeah, I think the animal that is the toughest is the hippopotamus. There's a lot of degenerate games on this website.